What's going on, guys? This is Raymond Iron by McKinney, and today I want to talk about uh, believing and what the term believing is when it comes to deliberate manifesting. And this came from a channel called Illuminating Joy by a person named Amy, and I thought it was really interesting how she put it that believing is not like this thing you have to almost have to force yourself to believe or it's not going to show up. She put it as believing in the possibilities that your desire will show up in infinite in multiple different ways. For God knows how long or when or how it's going to show up. And I just love the way that she put that way of belief of how to view believing as, instead of just thinking I just gotta single out focus goal, and I just gotta force myself to believe. And there's no force, guys. You don't need to force yourself to believe. You don't have to. I think believing is just one of those scenes where it's not a hoping. It's not like this hoping or longing. It's like, oh, just maybe it's gonna happen, and really, it has to be genuine and honest with yourself, and give yourself wiggle room, I guess. Give yourself space to give yourself uh, some space to relax and realize that things can unfold in miraculous, various ways. Instead of just trying to force yourself to believe something like, oh, I gotta bang out these affirmations 24/7, these endless affirmations. And no, guys, that would just drive yourself crazy. Just set those intentions in motion. Um, because yeah, it doesn't matter what your background or social status was, or maybe currently is. Um, you can set those intentions in motion. And I watched something interesting last night by a geologist named Greg Braden, going into his stuff scientifically in depth. That he calls it fractal time. It's called fractal time. I think it's a scientific term that is a valid scientific term, where basically everything is in harmonious order. The tides of the ocean, even though everything seems at random, if you look deeper, you realize there's patterns like tides with the oceans, uh, cycles of day and night, stars in motion. Just these things, like, uh, this is a deeper view of law of attraction. And it's not like law of attraction like a lot of people talk about. It's not this surfacey way of thinking, like you gotta think positive thoughts 24/7 and people are gonna treat you like the freaking king of the world. That's not what law of attraction. That's that's superficial. That's superficial kind of law of attraction, which is really not law of attraction. That law of attraction doesn't work. I'll tell you that. What the real law of attraction really is to realize that everything is interconnected. That what you set your intention, like people like big billionaires, whatever, they set the intention or envision themselves as already being that person. And regardless of how long it was going to take or whatever, um, you have to have that you have to see the bigger picture. You cannot just think like law of attraction. Oh, I'm thinking positive thoughts. Bam, I'm a millionaire already. I'm just gonna. Or it's like I'm gonna think positively all day, and then everyone's gonna give me everything. And if you're not genuine with yourself, and if you're not honest with yourself deep down, you're really setting yourself up for anxiety and a lot of disappointment. Be honest with yourself, even if moments where it seems like, as Napoleon Hill puts it, he calls it temporary defeat or temporary failure. But don't let those moments define you. Allow yourself to keep assuming the feeling that you're already that person. Even if the moment right now seems like it's not working. It's okay to step back a moment, look at the bigger picture, and realize, oh, okay, my thing's working. And just trust it. Trust that deeper knowing that everything's working in your favor, even though it seems like it's not happening. This is where trust and faith come in, guys. Because there was a phrase, I think I brought it up, that our founding fathers did not believe in the future, but they believed in believing the future in. Believing in the possibilities of how it's going to show up. Or believing in the infinite possibilities. Being open-minded. The leaders of our world were open-minded. All leaders were open-minded to the possibilities. And when you assuming that you're already that person, as if you're already that person mentally, you're going to start behaving that way. Your actions are going to start to correlate to your mental image. When you continuously live by that mental image consistently in a habitual manner, by forming those mental pictures, you're going to start behaving that way effortlessly. And that's the thing. That's the thing about why I love Neville Goddard's work, and even some of Napoleon Hill's from Think and Grow Rich. But I love how Neville really brings it home, where you can eliminate a lot of that guesswork in between, like how it's going to show up, when it's going to show up, where it's going to show up. You have to have full trust in the invisible if you really want to deliberately focus on deliberate manifesting. Because the thing is, guys, we're always manifesting, but I'm going to say pretty much most of us, including myself, are manifesting things that we have no idea what we're manifesting. And it comes down to paying attention to your inner speech, your inner talk. How do you talk to yourself? And how your inner talk controls your behaviors and your actions and your thoughts, your inner assumptions. So, yeah, this is basically the video I wanted to put out there. Believe in possibilities. Believing in the possibilities rather than forcing yourself to believe things. You don't have to. Because like in the verse, believe that you received it and you will, and that doesn't mean you're hoping it's gonna come into being. Boldly assume, live in the assumption that it's already said and done. And believing just really means just to assume that's already done. To know the infinite possibilities of how it could show up. That's not your job to wonder about the how, when, or where it's going to show up. The deeper mind, your deeper God self or goddess self, that's its job. Working out the complex, the orchestration, the behind the scenes. And your job, as a human being is just to build the mental image as if you are that person and make it so vividly real as vividly real as possible. Hearing those conversations as if you are that person by hearing a familiar person's voice, a friend, a family member, just just knowing that it's already yours, and just go along your business, trusting, no matter how long it takes, it's gonna be yours. That it's already yours. So I hope this video helps, and I really, I really love to share these messages. I like to make them grounded, realistic, practical, and to the point. Because you don't have to be attached to this religious creed. You don't have to be Mormon. You don't have to be highly Christian person, whatever. Uh, you can be atheist too. You don't have to believe in. You don't have to. If words like God or Jesus, whatever. You can be atheist and you can still use these practical teachings. So it's applicable to everyone. Mindset, guys. It's mindset. And attitude. Inner assumptions mold and shape our physical external realities. And that's how people respond to our inner assumptions. So, again, I hope this video helps. And I bless you all and happy manifesting.